Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Inside DTK. Last episode we're in the body shop. This episode we're in the assembly shop. So you'd know from our previous videos that we have the three departments: the fabrication, the body and paint, and the assembly shop. So this area here is the clean area. You'll notice the walls go from floor to ceiling. This is so we can control the dust. There's no metal dust coming in. There's no body shop dust coming in. So when we're assembling the cars, they're finished, they're shiny. We don't want anything on there to damage the paint. So we've talked about accountability with the departments in the past, and this is another reason why we push so hard to have the three departments. So as we said before, if the fabrication shop's building something, we're already getting the mechanical and assembly guys involved. So if we're doing, wiring pass-throughs, fluid pass-throughs, we can come in and ask Dan, who's the head of this department, some advice on how he would like that run. So there's no issues down the track, and it's all built in an OEM spec way. So we're looking at things that might chafe or rub. We're looking at things that might, cause issues down the track. And because we have the qualified mechanics here that are experienced with these kind of vehicles, we can foresee any issues that may happen, and we can address that in the fabrication shop. So that's one of the beauties of having the three departments. And again, when it goes to the paint shop, if Dan doesn't want a certain amount of paint thickness on something, you can go through and tell the body guys there that, this area has to be, different from another area due to heat or whatever it may be. So that's one of the key things here, the three departments and the accountability through each department. But we'll do a quick run through with the cars. This car here, it's a 52 Suburban. This has gone through our full process. It's been 3D scanned. The chassis has been manufactured. It's got a supercharged LS. And you'll probably notice if you go back through our Instagram photos, some of the interior parts on this. So this is back when we first got our big 3D printer. We wanted to do a console in one piece, and we achieved that here, as you can see on the camera. But it's making our interior fabrication a lot easier. So this has gone through interior fab already. It's had its pre-fit and all the bracketry done in the fabrication stage. So there's no brackets or drilling or anything, after paint. At this stage now, the car runs, and we're going through and wiring all the smaller circuits, like the stereo gear, the air gear, and then after this, it'll go off to trim. We do have some panels trimmed ahead of time that are fitted here. We just don't have trim in-house as yet. So that car's one to watch out for. It'll be a nice cruiser. He'll be able to get out there with his family and enjoy that and have a good time. The next car off the bat here on the hoist is a 56 F100. And this is one of our elite builds. Again, gone through the whole process. We've 3D scanned the car. We've designed and manufactured a chassis built specifically for what he wants to do with the car. And it's gone through body and paint. As you can see, it's had its first initial cut and buff, and now it's gone through the wiring stage. So we are just about to turn key on this car. This week will be fluids, testing systems, and then startup. You can walk around this car and have a look at some of the plumbing and the wiring, and it's done in a very OEM spec way. And we like to do that because it's for longevity of the vehicle. We don't need fancy things to look good. We just need it to function right, and it just looks good as a result of the neat work that the boys are doing in the workshop here. So everything's fabricated on this one. Again, laser cut, folded, and then welded in the fabrication shop. You'll notice as well wiring provisions on this car. So there's a lot of wiring provisions that we did in the fabrication shop and made allowances for the wires to run a certain way. So if you work your way around the chassis, come over to the other side, all the plumbing and the wiring run in conjunction with each other. Stainless steel hard lines for everything, speed flow lines for all the flexible lines. And if you look under here, we're tucked in. We've got our nice wiring mounted and tucked in with machine spacers, and then all the plugs are also fastened and wired in here, so there's no rattling or anything unsecure. So the whole idea of that is we need these cars to last the test of time. If the car gets on-sold and someone else wants to fang around in it with no previous knowledge, they don't have to worry about anything breaking down. So the next little car here is a 64 GMC pickup. And it's a pretty nice car. It's not our usual level of quality, but it is going to be a nice cruiser. So this was built somewhere else, and the owner purchased this already done. He approached me to take care of a few issues and paint a few things, but then also take it through New South Wales engineering and registration. So I wouldn't say it was a small job. It was quite a big job to bring the old work up to spec and to be able to be passed and then blue slipped and registered in New South Wales. And that's one of the other great things about the guys here. Like, our mechanics are accredited blue slip inspectors. So we do our regos for our builds. And once the cars are engineered, it's just a simple process of coming in, doing our checks, which we already know because we built the car, and then doing the blue slip and going down and registering it. So this is going to be a nice little car. Again, not a show car, but just a good cruiser. The owner can get out there and enjoy it on the Sunday. The next car here, the Corvette, you would have seen that in the last episode. It's been through our whole process as well. It's a resto mod car, so factory chassis, bolt-on mods for the suspension. We went through this last time, so I don't have to go through it again, but it's gone through the cutting and buffing stage, and it's over here now, just about to go through sound deadening, wiring, plumbing, putting all the components in there, and then the interior goes back in. So it's good to see this car over here finally, because this car was an absolute mess when we got it, and it's a fiberglass car, and now it's beautiful. You'll also notice in the background here is the famous Sharp Q wide body HQ Monaro that we built. We finished this car sometime. It must have been about 5 years ago we finished this car. Pete's driven this thing all over the country. I think he's been to every state. He's even been to Tasmania. This thing's done a shitload of kilometers on the road, and it has performed amazingly. So last time he drove this car, it was to Adelaide, and he's brought it back to us for a service. And then he also decided that he didn't want the airbags anymore. So we've converted this back over to coilovers. So the beauty of having the service guys here is once we've built these cars, we know how they go together, and then we get them back for the services. So, you know, it's a whole package. It's the package from design, fabrication, body and paint, final assembly, and then even the servicing and maintenance on the vehicles. So that's something that we're pretty proud of here, and something that we've pushed hard to do over the years, and we're doing it, and it's keeping the quality at a high level. So we're really proud of that. Anyway, that's the assembly shop. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit us up on the socials, and we'll see you next time. Cheers. Bye.